How's it going, everyone? Happy Monday morning. Timberwolves play basketball today, so let's talk about it. We don't play an NBA team, though. We are playing the, let's see if I can say the name right, Zhuang Zhong Long Lions. Butchered it, probably. Someone break that down for me in the comments. The Lions. We're just going to call them the Lions in this video. We're going to stay with that. But I'm actually pretty excited for this game. The Lions actually have a decent roster. Like, would they be a good NBA team? No, no, they wouldn't be a good NBA team. But in terms of teams in the CBL, I think they're probably the best one would be my guess. As far as I'm aware, they have a lot of former NBA guys like Deontay Burton, Tim Frazier, Justin Holiday, Frank Kaminsky, George King, Victor Oladipo. This team always has someone. I think for a while they had Taco Fall, and then before that they obviously had like not Jimmer Fredette wasn't on this one. He was Shanghai Sharks, but that's what these CBL teams do. Like guys who are still wanting to make a bag, they'll go over here and play for them, one of the teams, and they make millions. If they were sticking around in the league, they might be making 500,000. Like the CBL pays handsomely for NBA talent, which is very strange, but makes sense because they want to fill out their roster with guys who people want to come see or that they've seen. Very strange that Frank Kaminsky's gone over there, though. He was playing in the G League last year, so good to see Frank the Tank not playing in the G League anymore, I guess. Yeah, yeah, not good for Frankie. Where was he last year? Okay, it's not going to show me. Whatever. I'm excited, though, because this is actually a home game for us, and who doesn't love a home game? Like, tickets are like $6, is all they're saying. I might have to go. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll go. I might. I might not. I gotta figure it out. But I want to go. Sounds fun. Um, let's talk about who's in and who's out. I I'll be honest. I don't think anyone who's not in the starting five, or I think anyone who is in the starting five should not be playing. There's no logical way that they should be playing a single minute in this game. Let's roll out a starting lineup of Rob, Dante, or TSJ even. Um, yeah, let's go Rob, Dante, TSJ, Nas, Baron J. But then Dante, Nas don't play a ton. Obviously, we don't need them to. They're veterans. Um, and we just let the bench squad kind of take care of the game for us. They can handle their business versus Oladipo and his bunch of NBA former rejects, let's call them respectfully. Um, it just seems like the most logical option for me. Um, and I'll get into that some here and in the next point. But let's talk about who's actually out. We have some game time decisions. Jaden McDaniels, Mike Conley, Jaden Clark, Joe Ingles, Leonard Miller, all game time decisions. Not a surprise by any means that these guys are on the list. I think it's just rest, except for Jaden Clark. He's probably still, or Jalen Clark. He's still having neck spasms, I'm pretty sure. For a guy that needs, we talked about it before, but he's a guy who needs to prove why he should be getting minutes, and he's been injured so much this post or preseason, and it all came down to that collision he had with Delonte Wright versus the Pacers. Like it was just a dumb play. Like I got him like trying to go get the ball, like it was understandable, but by doing that, not only did he injure himself, but he injured Delonte Wright, who ended up getting cut by the Pacers so they could sign Campaign. Gotta feel bad for Delonte Wright. All he was doing was playing, and here comes Jalen Clark in his big old head to hit you in your head and get the ball. No foul was even called. They called it accidental or whatever, and I agreed with the call, but the guy got injured and got lost his job because of it. You got to feel bad for him at a certain point. Um, I yeah, so I think all the starting five will be out, and anyone who is not in the starting five should be playing tomorrow. We'll be able to see the actual roster, and I'll remember this and bring it up in tomorrow in the Monday recording, but Tuesday episode when we break down the game, we'll talk about who started and we'll do the whole breakdown thing that we normally do. Um, Leads me to my next point pretty well though. The rookies and bench should be playing a ton. I want Baron J and Rocco on the court almost the entire game. I want TSJ out there a lot. I want Rob out there a lot. I want Johnny Juzang out there a lot. I want, that's kind of really it. Like the guys I want to see. There's a lot. Like honestly, we have so many guys that I just don't care about seeing play. Like when we look at the minutes that everyone played last game, like Alonze Johnson's probably going to make the team, I guess. He's playing 17 minutes. Bones Highland, I want to see play a lot, obviously. I keep forgetting about him because he just didn't do much last game. We're probably going to see a lot of Tristan Newton minutes again. And yeah, and everyone else is going to play in there because it's preseason and that's what happens. You just play. It's wild how much they just kind of are like, yeah, let's just roll out. Why did Rocco only play 3 minutes last? Yeah, Rocco has to play more than 3 minutes last or next game. That it's just he's on a two-way, and you only have him for so many more games here. You're probably going to put him on a full contract, would be my guess, if he keeps up how he's been. But you barely played him in the summer league. You barely are playing him in the preseason now. Give the guy a shot. This is the chance to get a shot and actually do something with it because we're not playing an NBA team. We're playing guys who are in their 30s, late 30s, and whoever else is on the team. I'm not familiar with a ton of the CBL players, but I am familiar about the NBA ones who went over there. Yeah, obviously, I just don't want to see anyone get hurt in a stupid game like this. But that does lead me to one more point. We need to win this game. Not only is it our only other home game, if I'm correct, but it is a must win. Like we can't just go out sad like this. We beat the Nuggets on a away game in San Diego. Lost to the Pacers at home. Lost to the Knicks at home. We get the Lions at home. Then we play Chicago there and Philadelphia there. We're probably gonna end up being Philadelphia or Chicago, but like we need to blow out a team. We haven't blown out a team really. We blew out the Nuggets. We were up that entire game, but you can't come out against the Pacers and Knicks, who were both in the West or Eastern Conference Finals, and lose the way you did. That's just not acceptable to me. Um, Especially in OT, like we need to close out a game strong. We only did it once this whole preseason, and even that one only ended up being a 10-point game. But the score is closer than it looks. It wasn't that close of a game. But my point is, you have to be able to show that you can win big games and win big against bad teams. That's what good teams do. Good teams don't play close against bad teams. And that's what Ant was kind of saying, when he was like, when we play those bad teams this year, I'm putting up career highs, which puts a target on his ass now. That everyone's going to want to be double teaming him in those games so they can't have career highs being posted on him. But that's the energy I want. It's like, all right, well, we're playing the Nets this week. Let's beat them by 40 and not even think twice about it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's the type of energy that we need as a roster because that's what's going to get us to kind of group up. Like this squad is pretty tight knit now after one season of going to the Western Conference Finals. There's only a couple new faces as a total team. We're set for a run again. The window is wide open. Let's prove that we can beat the bad teams so that we can at least compete against the good teams. And if we're going to lose to two teams, I'm fine with losing to the the Knicks and the Pacers. We won't see them more than twice this year, and then if we see them again, it won't be until the finals. That's really just the truth. Like, if we're gonna lose the teams, I'd rather lose to Eastern Conference teams. It's not that big of a deal if we lose then, because they're just kind of there. Like they exist, we exist. It's all good. It's all good. You guys we'll sneak out a couple wins. Maybe we'll split the series, but see you in the finals. Yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents. Other things for this game. It's going to be a home game, and it's going to be weird. I don't really know how the crowd's going to get into it. We've never had the privilege of playing a CBL team in recent history, to my knowledge. But I kind of want to go, if I haven't made that obvious. Tickets are literally $8, it's saying now. and that's you're gonna be I'd be sitting in the nosebleed, but Target Center is a great place to catch a game if you guys haven't before. Um, so we could be sitting here on Tuesday talking, and I may have gone to the game and give you a live breakdown. I might be boots on the ground. If I'm not, it's probably gonna be just as funny for you guys to listen to though. But that's all I've got for you. Looking forward to seeing tomorrow's game, and until then, you guys all take care.